What I'll be doing is I'll be repairing this because I've just got kind of a wax in there at the minute, which is not bad. It's not perfect, and of course over time that's just going to get cleaned away. Another piece there, and I've just started to empty out the wax from here, so that's how bad that little chip is there. So I'm going to clean first with isopropanol alcohol, get these nice and clean, and then we'll touch it up and hopefully it'll look a bit nicer. And there's another couple there, so that'll be the project using this ColorFil, so it'll be interesting. Right, there's our deep one. So yeah, you can really see that's it's gone right in. You can see the wood at the bottom, so that's no good for long-term condition of this, because once water gets in there it's just going to start to soak the under layers. It's effectively just like a wood chip, isn't it? Compressed wood. So we're going to get the ColorFil on there, and we'll see how well that fills that in. There's a tiny one here as well, but let's see what we can do with this one. We want to bring up the level as well because it's quite a big gash. So I've already pre-cleaned with isopropanol alcohol. Should be good to go. Ooh, there we go. What have we got in here? So there's the ColorFil. That's the tube. You get loads of it. I guess you could do proper, like, full width joins. Oh, this is a weird kind of sealing device. It kind of, you can run it along the edge or a seam to clear it up. So it's better than using a finger. And a cleaner. I think what you do is you apply this into the chip or scratch or join, and after 5 minutes, I think it is, then you rub this over just to clean any areas after this has had a bit of a chance to dry. And it's supposed to be as good as the laminate surface. It's nice and hard, and I think they said the shelf life was quite a few years for this as well, so I'm hoping it will be useful for years to come. There's the, I presume that's matching the colour, so close-ish, but let's see what happens. Okay, it's sealed, so we have to use the back of the lid. There's a little pin there to open it up. There we go. This cost me £9, including delivery, so I'm hoping it's good. Oh, there's the colour. Yeah, that is quite... yeah. Let's have a look. Let's get a bit on the finger. Okay, it might be alright. Similar to the clay. Right, there's our scratch. So let's have a quick look and see how this stuff goes. I'm going to use a cocktail stick because we don't need a huge amount. Ew, it's kind of weird stuff, isn't it? Okay, let's just feed this into here. We'll close that up, preserve it. I think it's supposed to be, it's supposed to resist any chemicals, so it's supposed to be really good stuff if you're going to clean in future. It won't rub off. Okay. It's kind of really filling the gap. Nice piece on there, look. Yeah, like I said, it's not cheap stuff to buy, but if it seals the worktop, stops water getting in, that's definitely worth it, isn't it? It's kind of weird stuff. It's like a sealant, but also not. So, kind of just experimenting really with how this looks. Because you want it to fill the gap, but you don't want it to, you know, dominate the colour, dominate the pattern that we've got. So it dries really quickly. definitely got a chemical smell to it. So really we're just trying to match colours and, you know, see if we can get it to blend. I've got a scratch over here as well, look, so I'm just going to stick a bit in there. Probably should be using gloves for this really, so. Okay. Well, it's weird. As soon as you put it on something, it kind of sets quite well. So I'm going to need to clean that off my fingers, but okay. Well, it's kind of smoothed off nicely. Yeah, it's not a bad match. I'm presuming with this stuff, this is like an alcohol. Let's have a look. Yeah, this is basically isopropyl, so that's what that is. Does it even say? Can't read that from here. It's probably what that is. Small tub of alcohol, and that's where you clean this off. So, okay. It's smoothed it off nice. I mean, you can't tell there's any gap there at all. Obviously, the colour doesn't match perfectly on this section. This is called walnut, so some bits are medium, some are light, some are dark. I've got some pretend knots in, so it's probably quite difficult, but you know, from a distance it just looks like a knot, and actually it's filled it in really nicely. So that's my test piece. Yeah, if I use an alcohol wipe, it comes off really nicely, so it's not too bad. And I'll be using it on this piece as well, because somehow that plate has chipped a bit here, so I'll just use that to seal that, and then we'll go on to the big piece here and there, and then hopefully we'll blend it in. As long as it's sealed, then you know you're okay. Just kind of building up in layers, so see what we can do just to build it back up to smooth. Thing is, it's quite sticky stuff, so you don't want too much overspill all over the countertop, because it's then got to remove it. But yeah, like I say, instructions say give it 5 minutes and wipe clean, so just trying to make it as smooth as possible over here. You can give it quite a bit of manipulation. But that is looking quite good. It's kind of matching a bit nicer than the clay we had, so I might give that a bit of a time to wait and then come back. This one's looking a bit better as well. I'm hoping it'll shine up a little bit once it's dried as well. Give it a gloss feel again. give that a couple of minutes and then I'll come back and do some more, I think. Well, after 5 minutes it has glossed up a little bit, which kind of improves how it looks. So I just said wipe over excess. I do need to do another little layer on this and make it smoother, so let's do another layer. It's going to follow the same. So yeah, there's slight bumps, so I'm going to follow the same process and just put some extra bit just on there. I don't know what's best, whether it's finger, because you can get a nice good feel of it for finger, or cocktail stick for more precise, but yeah, just need to kind of layer it down. It very quickly skins, so that's quite good for quick dry, but it can also be difficult to work with because you've got to be quick. Think of like a glue. I'll just kind of peel off the overspill there. Yeah, it's looking a bit better. Colour match is good. You know, if you need to, you can just use the small bottle of alcohol to just clean down any overspill really quickly. But you don't need to be too harsh with that because you need to give it a chance to bed in. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. So it's getting harder to notice now. There's a slight bit of light being caught here, just where there's a bit of an indent, so I still need to do that, but this is okay. Luckily they didn't go all the way through, so they're just surface scratches. But yeah, I'm going to continue with that, and we will see how we get on at the end, I think. But for reference, remember that little knot effect. It's just, there's like a triangle here, 1, 2, and then that one 3, and of course remember we've got some here. Right, we're back after another go. I'm pretty happy with these results. There's the fake knot, so there's the first scratch and the deep one. That's come out alright. It isn't glossy, but it might need a bit of a polish, a bit of a clean, but it's a pretty good colour match on here. So yeah, that isn't bad. That's pretty nice, and if it lasts then that's worth it. I could possibly do another little bit of a scrape over, but I might quit while the going's good. This one not as good because there's obviously a bit of a darker material here, so I might have to work on that one, or just leave it having it smooth because they were just surface scratches. But there it is. Yeah, that's pretty good. There it is in the light, so you can still see that it's matte, and could be a few more micro layers to go on maybe just to smooth it, but yeah, pretty good with that. And for durability, well, we know it sticks well because it's quite difficult to get off even as soon as it dries, but yeah, pretty happy with that, so not too bad. So yeah, ColorFil, recommend that. That's a pretty good product, so yeah, thumbs up from me.